Okay, I just got back to the job 6 hours later. Look at this. Chris is just killing it. He's already got the vents through the roof. Boom, 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 boom. He's already got the lab wall plumbed. We got the fixture cross in there going down into the crawl. Vent straight up. Okay. I'm going with an 18-inch linen.
Yeah. So we got an inch and a half.
We start an inch and a half off, half-inch of sheetrock, 1-inch filler, 18-inch linen. That brings us here.
Yep.
We're going to go with the minimum of a 24-inch lab box. So boom to boom is 24 inches. Center line is sink there. That takes care of that one. And then we're going to put a 24-inch box over here on the left. Start off with an inch and a half filler, half-inch sheetrock, a 1-inch filler. Which brings us 25 and a half inches right there. Okay, move it. 25, so there's our box, 12 inches over, center line of sink.
12.
So builder's not here this morning with cabinet drawing, so we'll snap a picture and let them know what we're moving forward with. Sink waste, we step out at 18. Waters, we step out at 22. You gonna go partition cross on this one, or
You know, just
individual?
let's check out the joist. Let's check out the joist. We got a joist there. A joist there.
So whenever you have a double sink like this, you ask yourself, do you want to come up with one waste riser and trap arm out to both sinks, which would look like this. There's one sink, and then there's the other sink, and this will go down, offset around their stem wall and into the crawl. And this will vent off the top. We like doing that because sometimes we'll go individual. Otherwise, so this is one lab sink and this is one lab sink. So if we go individual and we hit these things perfect, we come up through the floor and we come out at our 18 or off, and we bring a vent, and then we do the same thing over here. We come out and we vent. Guess what happens? The electrician says, hey, can you offset your vent? Because we're trying to put a light right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then it's like, So a lot of times this works out really good. Hardly ever are they asking us, and hardly ever do we actually hit dead center on this too, because we're not actually looking for dead center. We actually will come over here and look for just joists and studs, right? So we'll do that in a second. So this never ends up being dead center. So even if they do a dead center light, hardly ever does this vent actually land on dead center. So what I mean by that is this. So we have one center line sink there. We have one center line sink there. We're looking at joists. We're looking at joists right now. So we got a joist there. Where else we got a joist? See that joist right there? Man, these guys did like their nails.
Yeah.
They did like their nails. Maybe we don't have a joist there, but we got something there. We got something there we don't want to mess with.
Yeah, they did something funky.
And
Their
then,
joist travels here.
and then we could potentially have a joist there too. And I do see more joist pattern here, so we know we might have something here too. Okay, so we got center line of sink there, center line of sink there. Safely, I'm looking at nails too. Safely, it looks like we could probably get one right there. We know underneath, because they put their joists on top of their stem wall, we know that they're going to have a rim joist, like a 2-inch rim joist. So here's a dimension that will really help you out. When you're doing exterior wall drops or risers, Just know that they got like a 2-inch filler right here or a rim joist on the outside. So this is actually your area. So if you measure from here to here, it's like 4 inches. So 2 inches is really where you're going to want to be. So you don't drill it and you're like, oh, you hit it there, and now you're trying to mess with your hole or make it really tight. So this is one option. But look, if we do that and we put our partition cross right here, we're going to have to really blow out this stud. So that's not looking that great. Maybe we pull that nail and we put it right here, so then we got room to actually put our partition cross and we don't have to blow this guy out. Nail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're really killing us there. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's pull that nail. Let's pull that nail and then drill right. We could have up to a joist right there. I would say stay out of this area just because I see a seam here and I see some nails on both sides. So they did something to pad this area. So I would say after you pull that, we're probably fairly comfortable right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you'll partition cross that way, send a trap arm that way, and send a trap arm that way. And you can see we're not dead center because we're going by what the structure is giving us right now. Not looking for dead center because we're allowed on an 1.5-inch trap arm. We're allowed up to what, 42 inches? 42. 42 inches. That trap arm right there will be less than 2 feet. And this trap arm right here will be less than 2 feet. So we're plenty good. Okay, and then just pull that one nail. They already knew we were going to do it. Look, they left it up 1/4 of an inch.
Ran out of air.
I don't know what was going on here. Okay.
Get rid of inventory.
So we won't do that method, but we will do that method, and it won't be center. So we're good to go for the electrician.
I'm gonna bring this up right there. We don't even have to offset it or anything. Let's go straight up.